welcome to my YouTube channel. You're welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel, and if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. And returning subscriber, you know I love you. Yeah, I love you. So please turn on notification button to see more of my video when I upload it. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to cut a shirt. A shirt, simple way, beginner friendly. So the first thing that we're going to do, we are going to cut the front first. Yeah, we are going to cut the front first. And yeah, you fold your dress into two, just the way I do it, because you know the front is button, so we have to just. So the first thing that we're going to measure is your length. So this person is going to be using 30 inches. Yeah, 30 inches is, she's tall and she's a big woman. So 30 inches, you measure the person. Yeah, I measure the shoulder length. That's the shoulder. So the next thing that we're going to use your ruler. Sorry, let me see. So you use your ruler to straight this thing, just the way I'm doing it. Let me show line. So the next thing that we're going to do is you rule the 2 inches front for the button. 2 inches in the front for the button, and that is what I'm doing right now. Guys, I'm so sorry, I didn't know the video was not recording. So this is what I've done so far. So this straight line is our shoulder line. So from here I measure the waist from here to here. This is 15 inches for the waist, from your shoulder to your and this one is the armhole line. So the next thing that we're going to do is your shoulder line. I'm going to be using 8 inches here, 8 inches, and I don't know if you can see it. Let me draw it down. Let me draw it here. Okay, 8 inches here. So 8 inches here. I do it. So for the neckline, I'm going to be using 3 inches. The smaller size, this person is actually a bigger person. So for the smaller size, you can use 2.5 inches. Depends on how the person has more shoulder. So for the down part, I'm going to use 3 inches too. And as you know, here we have to do, you know, our shoulder is not straight, so we have to do our loop. You come down by 1 inches and you do it like this. You come down by 1 inches. I don't know. Hey, come down by 1 inches and draw your armhole. So that's the way. I usually use freehand method for my armhole, but if you can measure it, just measure it. So the next thing that we're going to be doing now is to take the measurements needed. So for this person, our bust is, let me check. For this person, our bust is 44 divided by 4 is 11 inches. So you measure your 11 inches from here and add 2 inches to it for the allowance. You know, shirt should not be too free and not be too. So let me draw it down. So the next thing now is the waist. Our waist is 40 divided by 4, that is 10. So 10, and put your 2 inches here. So down, you can actually measure 2 inches like this. So it has been. So for this down part, let me draw it down. For this place, you can actually measure for this down, for this down part, you can actually measure the person hip and divide it by 4. You can use that, or you just measure the person upper hip. You know, the shirt is always sitting on the upper hip. You can measure the person hip and divide it by 4. So that's what I'm going to be using. This person own is 11. No, it's 12. Sorry. So 12, and I will add 2 inches to it. 2 inches to it, and that's this is the front part. So we are going to cut it out, and we are going to use this one to cut the back, but there is a twist in the back that I'm going to be letting you guys see when I want to cut it. So let me first of all cut this one out first and show you. Oh, this is just is doing anyhow. So we are going to use the front to cut the back. You know, normally back does not have zip, it's always straight. So you are going to remove the button side. As you can see, it's out. You can see here, you put your front part, put it upon the put it upon this front, just the way I did it, but the zipper the button part, you bring it out just like this, like you can see it here. So the twist that I'm talking about is, if you know that when you wear a shirt, the back is always coming to front a bit. I don't know if you noticed that. So that is what we want to do now. So this is what we are going to be doing up here. So in this up, I don't know if you guys can see, let me shift the camera here. Okay, so from this up here, we are going to go in by 2 inches upward in this for the back. Make sure you do it, is very important. 2 inches up. So this is it. I don't know if you can see it. Let me shift to this thing. So you're going to go up by 2 inches up. Like others are the same thing. It's only this upper side that is 2 inches up. Make sure you get it. And after that, you move where you actually take this, where this thing gets to, and so this is how it is here. If you can't get it, just let me know so I can redo it. So this is how the back is going to. So apart from this thing that is up, apart from the 2 inches that is up, there is no, you cut the same way, just the front is. So I'm bringing it up back. Sorry. So I'm going to be cutting it now. So yeah, I'll cut it from the up, from the 2 inches wide here. Yet, so the next thing I'm going to sew in, because it's when we sew finish, we are going to measure the neck and we get the measurement of the collar. So the next thing that we're going to do now is go to sew the dress, this one. So I'll go to my machine. As you can see it, you know, we already measured the 2 inches, so you put in the 2 inches just like this and fold it again on the left side, like I just did, fold it down and sew it down. I'm going to sew the two and come and show you guys how. I'm done joining it, as you can see. Look at it, and this is the other side. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to see. I don't know if you can see it. So the next thing now is, this is how it's going to look. Yes, just like your shirt. Yeah, you can press it. I already ironed this. So the next thing is, this is the back. This is the back. So I'm going to take it to my machine and join the shoulder together. So after joining the shoulder, we join the shoulder. After joining the shoulder, I already secured the shoulder, so I'm going to weave it when I'm done. But I want to show you guys, as you can see now, that the back is longer. I don't know if you can see, the back is longer than the front. So this is what we are going to do. This is what I'm telling you guys, that this is going to have. So you draw it down just like this, to be the same thing with the back. Just as you can see, yeah, you draw it so to look like this. You draw the back too, so do the same thing with the back. So you now secure the back, you secure the side with 1 inch. There's one thing I forgot to do. This side, you go in by 1 inch and cuff it like this. Looking for my chalk. Like, this is optional if you want your own to be straight, but if you don't want it to be straight, I don't want mine to be straight, so I'm going to cuff it a little bit from here and make it more you know, shirt is always not straight like that. You cuff it, go in by 1 or 2 inches and cuff it. That's all. So next thing I'm going to do now is secure my side by 1 inch side and 1 inch by the sides too, and I'll secure the down part. After securing the down part, then I'll come back and measure the neck of this. We are going to measure it and cut out the collar out. I'll be joining the two, and I've weaved it for neatness, and this space too, I've weaved it. You see, it's very neat. And the next thing now is, I'm going to be measuring. We are going to cut the collar, but first thing, I'm going to measure this neck. I'm going to measure this neck. So let's go. If you want it to be more bigger, you can actually do it, but I think this one is okay for me because this is 22 inches already. This is 22 inches and it's okay. So I'll be back with the stay I'm going to be using. So this is the stay that I'm going to be using. So I changed the chalk so you guys will be able to see the drawing. So the first thing that we're going, you know, when you want to cut a collar is 2-step. So this, we are going to be cutting the down part first, then we go to the front, to the upper part. So as you know that the round neck of our shirt, round neck of our shirt is 22 inches. So we are going to divide, you see I put this into 2 so for us to know. So we are going to divide this, divide 22 divided by 2, and that is 11. 22 divided by 2, that's 11. So you take your 11 inches and look for the midpoint of 11. Let me see, I hope you guys are seeing it too. So I hope you guys repeat. So this thing is broken. So the first thing I did, the neck of our short is to 22. So you divide it by 2. You can see that I fold this thing into 2. I fold it into 2. So when you fold it into 2, that's 11. So you measure the 11 and look for the midpoint of whatever measurement you have measured. Maybe your own is 20 divided by 2, and look for the midpoint. But mine is 11, so I measure the 11 and I want to look for the midpoint of 11. Midpoint of 11 is 5.5 inch. So I'm going to take it down 5.5 inch. So from this down, from this here, you go up by ½ inch. I hope you can see it. You go up by ½ inch, and you now draw this thing from here to here. Are you seeing it? Yeah, when you go up by ½ inch, you draw this thing. You draw it from this edge to this place. So you now start doing 1.5 inch. I usually used to use 1.5 inch, but you can actually use 1. It depends on how you want your collar to be, how you want your collar to come up. So I'm going to be using 1.5 inch. That's the way I'm doing it right now. 1.5 inch. 1.5 inch. You'll see that this space will be a little lower than the upper one. You can see. So 1.5 inch. So this is all for the down part. But so we are going to for the upper side of the collar. You still measure that same 11 inches, that is 22 inches of the collar. So the next thing is you are going to be measuring 2.5 inch for the upper one. You can actually use 2 inches anyhow you want it. It depends on what you want. So 2.5 inch. 2.5 inch. So you straight it up and just like this. After doing this, you come to the middle of this and go in by quarter inch or ½ inch, and you draw it like this. You can actually use your curved ruler if you want it curved. You can use your curved ruler to curve it, or you just straight it. If it's straight you want, you use straight. If it's curved as just the one I'm doing, you use it. So you just need, and you can make any one you want. We are not done yet, so you can see this space is a little bit curved, and so from this end you go in by 1 inch again. You go in by 1 inch, then you now draw it like this. As you can see that it's already bringing out the collar shape. Then you do it, cut it out. So don't forget to cut this one out too. So that is all. So this is what we are going to use to cut the materials, the dress. So we are going to cut this one, 2 of this. We cut 2 of this. I already cut out. So this is the collar. This is the 2 collar. I used the stay to cut out 2 of this, and this is it. So this is the lining, and this is the main fabric, like I said. So we are going to be joining it, and I make sure there is a quarter of an inch round for the sewing here. So let me show you stay one. So this is the right side of the collar. Then I will take the second one, as you can see. So you fold here. So I'm going to sew it round like this. I'm going to sew it round like this and like, but I'm not going to secure. I'm going to secure it round like this. So I'm not going to secure the down part because I'm still going to join it with this one. With this one, like you can see, actually when I fold it, then Then I used my machine to break it down, as you can see. So you bring it down. Then the next thing that we're going to do, please make sure you notch your midpoint of this collar and this one. I forgot to say it in the video, so you notch it. So this is the one that they stayed there. So this is the one. You put it in the midpoint of this place. You can see the midpoint is the same thing. You put it there, then turn it like this and put this one to the midpoint. Like you can see the same thing. It's the same. So after that, you take it. So we are going to take it to our machine now to sew it. For this one, let me see there. So for this one, you fold it like this, fold it inside too, and sew it. Fold it and sew it like this. Sew it till the end, and do the same thing to this side to fold it. So when we are done, I'll come and show you guys. So it just look like this, but let me go and do it and come and show you guys the way it will look with everything, as you can see. So the next thing now is to put it on our dress. So we're going to be putting it. You start from the midpoint. You notch this midpoint of the neck. You notch it. So when you notch it, you are going to start with one side. As you can see, you start with one side. When you notch it, I've not notched mine, so I just want to use mine to explain. When you notch it, you start from the one side, you sew it down and sew it down. Then you now use this other side to cover it, just like you're covering it. So I'll be back to show you how it looks when I'm done. So guys, we are done. I felt like the collar is too big, so you can actually use 2 inches for yours. So this is it, and it's okay. So I'm going to trim this place to the same thing with the front. So this is it. As you can see, this one is same thing. So I'm going to use put the button, and the dress is done already. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel, and if you've not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification button to see more of my video when I upload it. So if you want me to do the video on the hand part, just let me know, comment down below. Thank you so